The whole world turned into zombies. Only Danny was left alive, but he shouted with excitement because he finally didn't have to work anymore. He decided to fulfill his 100 things. The first thing was to clean his messy room. The second was to go shopping at the supermarket, although always chased by zombies. This gave him an unprecedented sense of experience. The third thing was to paint in the city center, a dream he'd had since childhood. Just as he was preparing to go home, zombies suddenly started chasing him. As the zombies were about to catch him, thankfully Danny found a motorcycle on the way. He was going to the Tokyo Tower to set off fireworks. Gorgeous fireworks bloomed in the sky. Danny was very happy about this. After finishing each thing, he would mark it on his wish list. The next day he grilled a steak on the rooftop. The smell attracted all the surrounding zombies, but when the steak was cooked, he realized there were no seasonings. The grilled steak instantly lost its soul, so he went to the supermarket to shop. Suddenly strange noises came from around. Danny walked forward curiously. The next second he was kicked flying. He found it was a girl. She had also survived the zombie outbreak. Danny fell in love with the girl at first sight. Just then a zombie came to the door. He told the girl to hide quickly, while he himself rushed to fight. His attacks had no effect on the zombie. He was so scared that he immediately ran back to the supermarket, but the girl acted very calmly. She took out an automatic telescopic baton and whipped the zombie hard. Danny watched her worriedly from the side, afraid that something dangerous would happen to her. Fortunately, the girl was highly skilled. She solved the zombie in a few rounds. Danny looked at her admiringly and wanted to invite her to dinner at his house. The girl refused this request without hesitation. She told Danny to protect himself well, then left alone. When he got home, he received a distress call from his friend. The boy was trapped in a hotel with his girlfriend because of a date. He hoped Danny could come to save him. After hearing this, Danny set off on his motorcycle, starting the journey to rescue his friend. The blind masseur is giving a rich man a massage. Suddenly, he senses something is wrong. He quietly tells the rich man there seems to be a lock-picking sound outside the door, but the rich man dismisses it, for there's nothing on the monitor. The words barely fall when several robbers burst in. Without a word, they knock the rich man to the ground. Then, right in front of the blind man, they force the rich man to open the safe. To save his life, the rich man complies, but he has a trick up his sleeve. He enters a wrong fingerprint, then grabs a baton to defend himself. This move enrages the robbers completely. They slowly remove their masks and kill the rich man nonchalantly. The blind man beside them trembles with fear. To check if he's faking blindness, the gang leader stabs a steel needle toward his eye. Seeing the blind man doesn't flinch at all, the robbers spare his life. Just as they prepare to flee with the money, the police suddenly arrive. They start a car chase, but the robbers are cunning. At a fork in the road, they vanish, misleading the police to take the wrong route. It turns out the boy is also one of the robbers. Soon, the blind masseur is taken to the police station. Facing police questioning, the blind man keeps refusing to provide clues, claiming he can't see. To verify if he's truly blind, the officer turns off the lights at once. Then he waves a lighter in front of the blind man's eyes and finds his pupils dilating. Thus, he concludes the man is faking blindness. Seeing the blind man still uncooperative, the officer threatens to expose his fake blindness. The robbers will surely kill him if they find out. The blind man trembles with fear. He has to reveal the whole incident and robbers' features, but he never expects there's a mole for the robbers in the police station. The mole reports the situation at once. The enraged gang leader immediately mustered his men, opening the long-sealed weapons depot. However, he assigns the assassination task to a high school student. They lie in ambush in the building opposite the police station. As soon as the blind man appears, he will be killed on the spot. Just as the boy is about to pull the trigger, a monster suddenly appears in the scope. Startled, the boy misses the shot. Seeing the blind man escorted to the car, the gang leader is furious. He snatches the boy's sniper rifle and presses the trigger without hesitation. It turns out there are no bullets at all. This is just a test for the boy. At the same time, the blind man senses something wrong. He desperately tugs at the car door, but the lock has been broken in advance. Even the driver is a robber in disguise. Endless torture awaits the blind man.